Oh.
So I'm like, oh boy, because he's like, you want me to hunt her? You get the Snow White.
He just goes walk around in his jeans.
And he's like
no
shirtless
shirt.
in jeans.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is the best movie ever.
This is amazing.
So that's good. That's just something I discovered today, which kind of made me go, what? The chat works? Oh man, God. Wait, are you kidding me? Chris the host claims that the chat works.
Yeah, it usually just doesn't work for us.
Let's see what he's...
spill my ink.
Usually the chat is a hater. Let's see what's going on in this chat. If it works, it means there must be something crazy going on there. We got Chris the host. We got Creepy Porpoise.
What's up, guys?
And we got... Oh, it just went away.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys. I hate you, chat. Let's pop out window. Oh, but if I want to go into chat, I gotta sign into this and this and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, do you need my password?
Wait, can I write to people? Hi.
Oh, as soon as you press send, it's gonna want you to.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just sign in here quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's alright. I can reach across.
I don't know the password for the chat.
Wait, what did you put?
One letter.
Okay, wait.
This is such an exciting episode.
Aren't you guys glad we built up all the anticipation? Alright, that should be good to go.
Meanwhile, Katie's painting. Inking. Why is everything freezing?
I think it's the construction.
How can construction affect our chat?
I don't know.
Links mode disabled. I will write, hello chat. Hehe, it worked. Our internet sucks right now. It is Captain Slowpants. There you go.
Hey.
Well, the chat's working and now the video isn't. Isn't that a great trade-off? We can only have it one way here in Canada. Oh my gosh. What if I switch to the other camera? Let's see what happens. And crash in 3, 2. You see, it's recording us though. This is like some weird...
That's the thing, if somebody's watching this and it's not going crazy, it's just like 20 minutes of us freaking out on camera for no reason.
Well, here's the thing is I believe it's pre-recorded. Like the pre-recording will work fine, but the live stream is just a mess.
Yeah.
Well, tell us if you can hear us, and we will just keep talking. And you can look at Katie's still image of her drawing.
Oh, man.
Or everyone refresh their page at once. Apple R on the Mac, Control R on PC.
It's just a big old snafu.
This is the worst. But let's cut back to Katie in case it is working for you and I'm just losing my mind. And in a 3, and a 2, and a 1. We got a bunch of chats popping up here. We got a few from Creepy Porpoise. It is the legendary Creepy Porpoise. So legendary. Man, this whole world going on beyond my knowledge. I have only heard of you in myths. I believe there's some like tales being told on the chat, but video seems to be working against. We'll just keep that running.
Okay.
And it froze again.
Maybe we should do a makeup show to make up for this.
A makeup show?
Yeah, like
When?
we'll keep going, but like we should you know, our viewers deserve better than this.
Our viewers deserve better than like welcome to Tech Scramble.
They deserve better than we're going to a Tintin show this week and oh, my drawing sucks, I'm not recording this week. You know?
What do you mean?
Well,
this
from
isn't.
last
Oh, you mean like a
time.
makeup show in the sense of like another episode?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. What day are you guys good? This is where you guys can vote again, be it on Twitter or on the chat at Katie Shy. Makeup episode.
Yeah,
When?
it'll give us
How?
a couple days to figure out what went wrong, so we can make this nicer.
Brian's writing, hey Katie, you plan on applying for a table at CakeChicago.com.
Cake, eh? That sounds delicious. When is it, Brian?
Yeah, Brian. Way to drop the ball.
I've never been to Chicago.
Chicago
I'd like to
Alternative
go.
Comic Expo we got here. Actually, I could show you guys the screen if my cam twist was working. Any hoozle. Cake Application 2012. About Cake. The Chicago Alternative Comics Expo is a weekend-long celebration of independent comics inspired by Chicago's rich legacy as home to many of underground and alternative comics. And now the other page just loaded. Application. Ooh, deadline is January 1st, so you got till the end of this year.
When's the con?
June 16th and 17th, 2012.
I might. I think that'd be fun.
Chicago, that's not too far from here, I guess.
No, I think Porter goes there too.
Brian have a car?
Brian, can we
can we get a ride, brah? Daniel Luke says, coming in loud and clear, though I could hear Shaggy talking over the ad that popped up. Oh, you should have told me. I would have been like, me, buy this car.
Your mic is so good, it goes over the
It supersedes advertisements. It's usually that irritating ad with the car and the parachute, and then the Asian woman starts yelling something. But as someone pointed out, she was like, "That's not her voice because it's way too young." But like most of us wouldn't notice because we don't understand the language, and they think they pulled the wool over our eyes, but they didn't.
I think I missed that comment.
Well, no, Helen told me that. Because she's like, her voice is way too young for that old lady. I'm like, oh, she's right.
Well, what about those voice actresses that have like little baby voices and they're 40?
Yeah, usually they're putting on the voice. Like this is like the whole cast of.
Milo
well, then again, like the whole cast of My Little Pony. Like, if Bubbles is Twilight Sparkle, and Twilight Sparkle's got a little more of a mature voice than say Bubbles, that's pretty nutty. Let's jump back to Katie Cam.
Katie Cam.
It makes that sound. Chris the host, what are we voting for? You know what? I completely forget.
Oh, from earlier?
Did we have a vote? Did we have a second vote for something that I just forgot about?
If he's still watching the first part of the...
Maybe.
It's Zombie Smile!
Oh shoot, Zombie Smile's in the chat. What's up?
Hey!
I'm so not used to the chat, because usually it doesn't work. This is like the great trade-off episode. It's like sacrificing our video quality for the community.
You know, community's important.
Oh, it is important. But also having a show that doesn't keep crashing is important too. Zombie Smile says hi.
Hello.
I was about to go to bed and just saw the tweet.
Awesome.
See, tweet works. Kiwi Porpoise says the vote was for the makeup show. Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that's
right.
From the earlier episode.
No, we just said that now.
Yes.
Like, do we want to do a makeup show? All right, so.
Oh yeah.
Let's bring this all back. Let's bring this all back.
Sidetracked.
Because I'm so confused. Makeup show. So as we addressed, we missed 2 episodes. 1, Tintin, and deadlines. 2, tubes and stuff. So, when would be a good day for you guys to have a makeup episode of us jamming with you? Because usually we do Wednesdays around 7 o'clock Eastern, which usually means 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
What's good for you guys? Do you prefer... I'm busy Friday. May have a party on Saturday. Maybe Sunday. What are you guys doing this Sunday?
Wait, what's happening Sunday?
I don't know. Where's your day planning?
It was on the screen.
And I took it all off the screen. Let's take a look at Kay's day planner.
Hopefully it doesn't show up. I'm going to go Subway sketch, but I mean, I'll be okay.
If only the Subway had Wi-Fi, we could do like a live Subway sketch.
Maybe we could do an earlier one so that our UK friends can watch.
Earlier? Is that how it works? Oh yeah, because it's late for you guys. It's like 5 hours. Yeah. Any guys here in the chat part of the UK, United Kingdom, Britain, England, the Queensland? Respond, and we will. Germany!
Yay!
Zombie Smiles from Germany.
Yeah, she is.
Excellent. Well, what time is it in Germany? Do you guys share England's clock? Would you rather us do an earlier show so you can watch? GMT 1. No, but they are GMT time plus 5 East. I have no idea what that means. It's 2 a.m. now. Welcome to my world. I'm always up at 2 a.m. Speaking of 2 a.m.
Thanks for being
Hermione studies at 2 a.m. Let's take a look how she's coming along.
Oh,
Segway.
Yeah. Okay, we got some arms.
That's going out delightful.
I don't know if you guys can see the book. It'll be a lot quicker once I get the books going.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just keep going.
I'm actually going to move this screen over to here. Since we're not using Cam Twist, I gotta resort everything. Meh. Boo. Alright. Alright, let's see what's going on in the chat. I haven't really ever looked at this thing before because we've never used it, but this is like the first time. This is a legendary episode for the legendary Creepy Porpoise because the chat's working.
Whoa.
I can read it. I don't have to use the Twitter anymore, though I could. You guys can still send a Twitter if you so chooseth. We got Daniel Luke saying between Tuesday to Sunday works well, but whenever suits you guys is good. So anytime ever is Daniel Luke's suggestion.
Let's just live stream all the time.
Let's just always have a show. Let's make it a reality show. Watching Once Upon a Time at 7, it is epic, comes from Chris the host. Once Upon a Time, that's the ABC show about, basically it's fables, but on ABC, right?
That's what I heard, yeah. I haven't seen it, but hear good things.
Sandy says, Sunday, with a smile and a double jaw.
Well, maybe we should do Sunday then. At like 5 or something? Or...
Switching cameras, Sunday at 5. Am I doing anything Sunday? All these games coming out. Saints Row, Assassin's Creed. Unfortunately, I won't be playing Zelda, but maybe we could do Sunday. All right, we'll keep you guys posted. Be sure to check out. We never update anyone on this show, do we? Like, is there any like live stream update source? Usually just the Twitter,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just our Twitters.
Well, here's my question to you: like, when you follow so many people on Twitter, and like, if we posted an update, like, isn't there a huge chance you're gonna miss it? Because then it goes clunk, 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 clunk.
Well, Twitter is instant, just following. So because
like,
if you see something there, I mean, unless you really want to check out what that person's been up to all day, otherwise you don't notice.
Yeah, because like I realized like last night I uploaded the Gears of War video at like 10, 9 o'clock, and I posted then.
That's the thing. You gotta be, if you want people to notice, you gotta be careful about what times you.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like gone by the next day, and no one's even gonna notice it. So just for if you weren't here at the beginning of the show, check out uberfriendship.com. I have all the updates for our Movember incentive. Gears of War, Asphalt Fields on tape, read by myself and other members of the Team Movember.
What's the subtitle for it?
Asphalt Fields. Okay. Originally I thought it was Ash Poo Fields, but it's Aspho.
Ass full of fields.
No, Aspho. A-S-P-H-O. Aspho.
I'm sorry.
Ass full of fields.
That's terrible.
I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
I mean, it sounds kind of nice. It sounds kind of horrible.
In the saying, you should come to don't make me say it. Connecticut. Well, it's a convention, so it's Connecticut. In Harvard, CT, Connecticut in Connecticut. I already made a whole thing about this on like an episode. So I can see you, Connecticut.
Well, we are definitely always looking for new places to travel to. And
sure say.
Once we get our books back from the printers, we'll need to go to a
reason to go somewhere. Yeah, we gotta really start like running around with those books.
Bring them with us.
So if you have a convention in your town that has nice and cheap tables for us folk to occupy, was like $15. We're like, yes.
Yeah, and you gotta sell us on what's going on in the town. So like, what fun things?
Yeah, what's happening there?
What fun things can we all do when we get there? We can hang out, get some food.
Oh, I feel like I missed a CSI reference back here.
Oh.
Chris, the host, says you could say we're having a whale of a time. Oh. Sunglasses.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like I should have like prefaced it with the whale reference to come before it because I just ruined it. But
oh no.
I still enjoy it. Wow.
Made me laugh.
The vote was for the makeup show. I was just about to go to bed. Nope. GMT. How early is we talking? One day I will be at a con you guys are at. Yo, you should come up to Toronto for TCAF. TCAF here in Toronto.
In May.
Sure.
Early May.
Whenever you want it.
It's at the Toronto Reference Library and it's free.
Absolutely free.
Free. And it's big. It's 2 floors of comic goodness.
Yep.
Comics and webcomics and art books.
There's an indie game section. People making plushies.
Yep.
There's some good food around that area too. It's the Yonge and Bloor area, which is probably one of the busier districts of Toronto.
There's a really nice crepe place.
Oh, is there?
I didn't take you there last time.
Nope.
This year.
Wait, is that the one on the way to Rosedale or that village? Wait, Rose something.
It's right,
York Rose.
From the library.
Rose York Library. What?
It's right across.
There's like a whole little town of fancy shops over that way, isn't there? I've only been there like to eat subs and make fun of the rich people.
You're so rich.
Look at you. Shopping.
Buying your diamonds.
Mm-hmm. Connecticut and Connecticut. That's an idea.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a time. What we got? We made a Legend of the Creepy Porpoise.
Yay.
Oh, okay, hold on, let's back up a second. Chris, the host, we should keep the story of Creepy Porpoise somewhere. Man,
what's going on with Creepy Porpoise?
I feel like this is whole tale that I do not have time to invest in. I gotta. All right, whoever is the bookkeeper, can someone take the role of the Creepy Porpoise legend proprietor?
Isn't Creepy Porpoise here? Can't we just ask her?
I don't know. You don't write your own story. That's kind of like.
Okay.
Chris, the host, can you write the legend of Creepy Porpoise somewhere and then send it to us? Because I gotta, like, after the show's done, I gotta, like, check it out.
Just came to watch a show and now it's like, you have homework.
Chris, do it. We were gonna read it next week. No, we're gonna read it on the update episode. And we'll add voices and music.
We're gonna rate it. And we're gonna put it to a vote.
That'd be fun times. I meet you guys. All right, Zombie Smile. I am moving to the U.S. next year, probably making such a trip much more possible.
Hooray!
Whereabouts, U.S.?
Yeah. Are you gonna be close to Toronto so we can visit you?
Chris the host. I wish I could go to Anime North. As many people, Anime North has finally. This is the first time Anime North is implementing a cap on attendance.
Oh no kidding!
It has gotten so big they are cutting it off. This is like PAX. This is like Comic Con. Anime North is huge. There may be bigger cons out there, but as far as Ontario, as far as I'm aware, as far as most of Canada, maybe Vancouver or Quebec have something, but Anime North is huge. It occupies maybe about 3 or 4 hotels on the airport strip, as well as a convention center.
It's gigantic.
It is a time.
It is so much fun.
You want to go. I don't know if we pre-ordered it.
We should probably get on that if there's a cap.
Maybe.
I might be at Van Cap.
I thought you were going somewhere else then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Vancouver Convention.
Why?
I think. Why?
Why Vancouver? You gotta support your local.
Well, a friend of mine is starting it in Vancouver, so.
Huh? Oh, it's a friend's thing.
Yes.
Why would you do it during Anime North?
Because I have a chance
How could
to
they?
go. I don't know.
That's so mean. How can we choose?
It's hard, I know.
It is hard when all like the big cons are happening at the same time.
Yeah.
What else is going on in here in the chat? You guys should stay in the comic making and con going business so I can visit. Then I move to Toronto someday.
Definitely.
Where are you from, Creepy Porpoise? Where are you? Who are you?
What are you doing?
What is your legend? Chris the host says 7:59. Chris the host, I have only heard of you in Myths 8. Oh, you're just copy and pasting all the posts? No. I want the legend written out with narrative. You can do it in third person or first person, but next week. What? And Katie will draw it. She will make a comic.
Yeah, it's gonna be
a part of the anthology project. Book 3 will be The Legend of Creepy Porpoise.
Right. I'm gonna do it in the littlest stick figures.
They say Creepy Porpoise rides on a whale that flies on a rainbow, giving out candy to all the good boys and girls. I'm liking where the story's going. I deserve some candy. Zombie Smile is going to Texas.
That's right. Yeah, nice.
Christo says, it's up. Zombie Smile.
OTL.
Is that like, OTL? I don't know what people say these days.
Yeah. Toes.
Like the Great Pumpkin, but, words. Christos 8. Man, there's so many things going on here. This is so exciting. Creepy Porpoise from Portland, Oregon. Portland is a wicked awesome town. Both Katie and myself have been there.
Good time. Yes.
On separate occasion.
We went separately. I went for Stumptown Comic Fest and had a good time.
Oh snap, Gauntlet Throne, says Master Stealth. And Chris the host says you could say we're having a whale, but you brought it all back for me. Thank you.
Okay.
Excellent. Chris the host, fine. Alright, Chris the host agrees that you will do the story. Fine. I shall go write it up now. Well, you can finish watching the show. You know, enjoy yourself, relax, kick off the shoes.
I feel like I have no idea what's going on right now.
Well, I know what's going on. We got some Hermione art, so let's just pop back over here. Because Hermione knows what's going on. Wasn't it awkward when she danced with Harry? Anyway.
Wasn't it? Is that the new one? I still haven't seen the newest one. The last one.
Zombie Smile says OTL is a person falling upon their knees and hands. Huh.
Oh, it's a draw. Oh, wait.
No. Is it?
Yeah,
is it like...
it's like an Emmy-Con.
Wait.
Yeah. The head is the O. And
no.
the T.
Wait, no.
If y'all type capital OTL
Maybe.
in your box,
this hurts me looking at this.
The 0 is the head, the T is the arms, the L is a bent knee.
I'm trying to... Wait, what? I'm trying to... Wait, what? Is it like doing this? Or... I'm just trying to see what the arms are doing. Because the T's like doing that. This is hard to look at.
I'm going to draw it for you.
Thank you. Chris the host, I'm already
Draw with a
multitasking. I don't mind. All right, so Chris the host is jotting down the legend.
I'm gonna draw you with the.
Meanwhile, Katie's gonna draw us an OTL. That should be the name of this episode. It's like WTF OTL.
This is what's happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's cut the cam too and see if you guys agree.
Well, I don't know if it sees it over there.
No, you can move it there. Is that what's happening? That's OTL?
Wait, okay.
No, that's not right. Is it?
It is, because it's...
That's backwards.
No, but...
And sideways.
Look. O-T-L. That's what's happening. The O is like down here.
I totally didn't see it that way.
I put the face on to try and make it easy.
All right, let me see if I can... Oh, ink.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can show you how I mean it.
Okay.
I guess we'll just cut back to cam 2 to show the excitement of what I'm doing. So when I see OTL, O-T-L... Actually, my version doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't!
Looks like a person kind of going like... Argh. And then his other arm's kind of doing that, and then he's like... This is his legs. He's kind of like...
Yeah, some kind of crazy yoga pose.
Alright, you can see how it actually just looks like OTL written really horribly.
Yeah, it looks like he just scribbled it.
So here's my interpretation of OTL.
It's very...
well, if he's like this...
very literal.
He's like, yeah, and he's doing kind of Hadouken. So it's like, Hadouken!
Oh, I see.
I don't know what his leg is doing. It's kind of like this is just the hip. That's the foot.
No, I'm not seeing it. No, it looks like it's...
That's kind of what it is.
Face.
Yeah.
With a mustache. Anyway, I'm going to draw my commission.
Yeah, you get back to doing that. Current time is 11:17 Eastern Toronto time. How you doing?
There's a reason this show is called Shanahanigans and not like...
not like serious talk that makes sense and is entertaining.
Not like, come learn something.
We're showing you drawings. We're learning about acronym... What do they call them again? Persicom. No, not Persicom. That's clamp. Emicoms. We're learning about lots of things. It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
How are you? This is the point of the show where I bring out a bottle of something to celebrate. This, my friends, is Rose Grenadine. Now, as we all know, grenadine is a key component of Shirley Temple's.
Okay, everybody under 19, cover your ears.
This is a non-alcoholic cocktail.
Oh, okay.
This is the most delicious thing.
Like you're gonna get us in trouble.
No, not really. Now,
everybody, go and get drunk.
The options for Shirley Temple, you have a few things you can do. You gotta start off with this stuff anyway. I don't know what. There's different brands. Go nuts. But you can either go with a ginger ale of some sort.
That's why you brought the ginger ale.
That's why ginger ale was on the table. You were wondering why that was there this whole time, weren't you? Now the answers of the questions have been answered. So, you can either use a ginger ale or like 7-Up or lemon. I don't know about lemonade. Usually some sort of like bubbly, lemonish flavor thing.
Fizzy?
Yeah, sure. Now, we're gonna crack this bad boy open. Don't worry, it's not fizzy. This is syrup.
Okay.
So you only want like, what do people say? Like a finger of...
That's like...
Because it's gonna make it really sweet.
Oh yeah, look at how thick that is.
Yeah, this is pretty thick. This is like liquidy delight.
Wow.
Ooh, so nice. I probably put too much, but I like the sweet, so there you go. And I already tested the bottle, so it's not going to explode. Because I biked here with it. I didn't want it going all over your art, because that'd be shameful.
That would be sad.
To art and science.
Thank you.
I told you guys, if you read the Twitter, there was going to be a special guest strawberry, whatever the heck.
I wondered.
Shirley Temple. I'm gonna give. It is kind of like a Harry Potter drink too. We should do this. We should have like themed drinks with whatever you're drawing.
Oh, so we should make this. What should we call this then?
All right. The vote begins on the chat. What would a Harry Potter flavored?
What would a pink fizzy drink be at Hogwarts?
Would it be like dragon snout?
Slay.
Something like that. I don't know if it worked, but cheers.
Cheers.
To Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got coming up in the chat.
Being a kid.
Does it? Does it taste like childhood?
Yeah, it does. Oh.
That is good.
Yeah.
Good episode. Let's jump back to Katie Cam. See what's going on.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Sure.
Chris writes they're making Shirley Temples. Well, I'm sorry. Master Stealth says pink warts.
Oh, perfect.
Done. Pink warts. We're drinking pink warts.
How do you like your pink warts?
That's delightful. It was actually because at work they had an extra bottle of this rose stuff. I'm like, is anyone using that? And like, no. So I took it.
Treat you good at that place.
Yeah, man. They treat me really good. So good, in fact, that I made Shirley Temples because I don't know where this is going. Let's see. What about maraschino cherries? Oh, okay, look. I don't got everything up here on Katie's art table. I don't have a little, like, mini fridge. I like pink quartz. I want some too, says Zombie Smile with a sad face.
Aww.
Pretty easy to make. You can probably find it at most grocery stores. Like, originally I thought like it was just some random shop you get these bottles, but you know, coffee shops might have it too, for all I know. Most bars, but like they're not going to sell you a bottle of it, but you could probably find it. So just look for grenadine.
Just sweet talk.
This is a sweet syrup. Same company also makes a lime one, so I'm curious to try that with a lemonade, bubbly lemonade with a lime. I'm curious. We'll have to come up with a name for that one too, but I don't know if it'll be in theme with Katie's next drawing. It's kind of like that show Dinner in a Movie that was on PBS. You know,
oh yeah.
Was it PBS? No, it was Superstation, TBS.
TBS before it became reality. Wait.
I think it's all sports or something. I don't know what it was. But there's a show called Dinner in a Movie where they play like any movie, like you know, like not family friendly exclusively, but like one of those. You know, you get together with the family and watch a movie, and they also make a meal that's in theme with whatever it is, and that was always sweet. Daniel Luke says Sniffle pup juice.
Okay, that's really cute too.
That is adorable.
Can we call it like Sniffle pup pink warties?
Pink warty sniffle pup?
Yeah, that looks better.
Pink warty sniffle pup.
There we go.
Alright, I'm right. Maybe that's the name of this episode.
I think you just gave us the title.
Pink warties sniffle pup.
Very much.
Write that down. You don't need this now, do you?
Everybody. I don't know who recommended that. Well, just thank you.
Warties sniffle pup part 2.
Oh gosh.
Well, because this episode's in 2 parts.
That's true.
Let's take a look how Kay's drawing's coming along.
Sure. I'm just.
Do we stretch this out until you're like done? Is that how this works?
Well, the thing is once I finish her, like the books are gonna be fast, but
oh, really?
The inks just started to congeal a bit on my brush, so I'm just cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna go really fast as soon as I finish her leg.
Creepy Porp says a professor from my hometown developed a new way of making them with brine instead of alcohol. Pretty cool.
Brine?
I don't even know what brine is.
Isn't that like the stuff you put pickles in?
70 years ago, but who's counting? I'll have to search, says Zombie Smile. Yes, do so. Christos says, quick people, I need more ideas for the legend of Creepy Porpoise. I have homework. Who's what? So is Creepy Porpoise a protagonist, or like is it like the creature under the bridge? I'll just put that in your mind.
I think Creepy Porpoise is like the thing that happened to the kingdom 100 years ago.
Is it bound to happen again?
Yes.
Many eons ago, a creepy porpoise
leered through the window at the king.
He was just staring at the king, and he was like, "Oh."
It was creepy.
And the king was disturbed. Legend says.
Oh my god! I think we're gonna have to hide one of those in like the next comic.
Keep an eye out for a creepy porpoise outside the window in the next Silly Kingdom comic.
It's gonna be somewhere.
So says Chris the host. Epic, I just started a new story for Silly Kingdom.
There we go. Easy peasy.
The hell's that? Creepy porpoise. Creepy porpoise. Whoa, that would be awesome. The Legend of Creepy Porpoise. Well, let you guys keep working on that while Katie keeps drawing on this. What else do I gotta like go into my pocket of more things. Brave? Oh yeah. Brave just came out, the trailer. If you guys have been paying attention to the internets, Pixar, I guess, released the official. You may have seen the teaser for Brave before. Pixar finally released the official trailer. I was just gonna say like it's getting like it's mixed reviews just because one guy I know said he didn't like the trailer, and that's my judgment for mixed reviews.
Yeah. I just go on read all the YouTube comments, and
What
people
do they
are
say?
just like, oh, YouTube comments.
Yeah, but it's like if you're following
Some really
Pixar,
good stuff, and then some like, oh, this is Mulan.
yeah, if it will. All right. Well, first of all, have you guys checked this out? I don't want to say too much. Well, screw it. I'll say everything. Check out
It's just silly because it's like female warrior. Oh, it's Mulan. No, it's like any good story that has.
I don't think it's necessarily like female warrior means it's Mulan. It's if the fact that the main conflict is you shouldn't be fighting, you're a woman. Because that's, I guess, if that's the major conflict of the story, that was kind of like one of the things of Mulan, because she was always hiding that she was a woman. If it was more
she
like,
doesn't do that.
if like I guess it's yet to be seen. 'Cause I don't really know the plot of Brave, but if it is all about like you shouldn't be fighting your own, but if it's more about a story within that conflict versus it being like the main conflict is there was a girl all along trying to fight, like that would give it more comparison to the Mulan tale.
Well, I mean, it's like any good story though about like someone who is trying to become the best they can, but they're being limited by just their home, their culture, and or anything. And it's just like, do you please your family, or do you be true to yourself and try and be you? And that's
how to be yourself within like resistance within.
That's a great.
But I can see why people would compare it. But I'm curious to see what the major. Because I'm not sure what, from watching it, I may have to watch it again, like what the major plot is exactly. Like, is it, like I know they're all kind of, a village is like giving their strongest warriors to, I guess, what would you call them?
I don't know if they're hunting the bear or what.
Is it all about the bear, or is the bear just a part of it?
Well, because it used to be called The Bear and the Bow, so I think the bear plays a big part in it, but I don't know the legend.
Okay, so, that remains to be seen. I still gotta see more about it.
That being said, though, when it comes to trailers, like I remember when Finding Nemo first came out, like I didn't like the trailers for it. I was kind of like, I don't know what this is. I think mostly it was like the teaser with like Dory
Pixar's
and Marlin,
teasers,
and it was kind of like who's this dumb fish? Like I didn't really get it.
Pixar's teasers always been kind of hit or miss because it's usually seems more like an experiment of the two characters talking at each other. I think what it
is too is whoever puts the trailer together. It's not the creative team. It's
Yeah.
maybe whoever's in charge of advertising. But I mean, like, that being said, it's like we just watched Finding Nemo again the other day. I needed reference for a storyboard. Like, I've seen it a lot of times, and it's just, you know, the first 5 minutes still just...
Oh my god, I was upstairs because I couldn't watch it.
There's so many great moments, so many sad moments. It's
Finding Nemo is still
story.
brilliant.
But it's like, again, it was kind of, I think, just looking at the trailer, I was like, and then, like most Pixar movies, I sit down, it just gets me.
Well, I kind of think, like, Incredibles was one of the first teasers that I really liked from Pixar. Like, him putting on the suit kind of told you what the whole story was going to be kind of about. Like, just this, it was just him trying to put on his belt.
There was a gag there, we couldn't get the belt on. I forgot about that.
And that was the teaser, that wasn't the official trailer.
So
and then the official trailer came out, which was awesome, because it also had the colorized version of the black and white TV clips that show up at the beginning of the movie, and that also gave you kind of and that's still one of my favorite Pixar movies of all time. Like the dynamic. I wrote a whole essay on The Incredibles for one of my some parenting course or something I went to, just about the family dynamic, and it's just I just love that movie for so many reasons.
Yeah, I can keep watching that.
We got Innes saying, I think Shag forgot about Twitter. I didn't forget about it. I said Sniffle Pop Juice. Sniffle Pop. Wait, did I?
Yeah, you mixed it all together. You said...
Oh, she said pop. Pop. Yeah, pop.
Yeah.
Pop. I read it.
Yeah, we made it one big thing. It was...
What's your favorite Pixar movie, she writes? Incredibles for me, I'd have to say.
Although I really like Monsters, Inc. too.
Opening of Up is jaw-dropping. It is one of... There's 2 points in that where you start crying.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, man. And who do you say was the director behind all the saddest moments in Pixar?
Not the director, but the storyboard artist is Ronnie Del Carmen, and he's the kind of guy who can draw with just a little pen on sticky notes and make you bawl.
He's just like, look, and you're like,
I think he did the opening of Finding Nemo, too.
Probably, yeah. He's kind of like the Pixar cry guy.
He's I will make you cry.
It's like, last year, he was like, bring him in! And they opened the door, and it's like, I would make men weep. You! Huh? Some guy working there.
Why are your eyes dry?
Look at this!
Look at my sticky notes.
He's like, flip. He's like,
I will never be happy.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. I think also Monsters Inc. is one of the more solid ones, because as far as like narratively, I don't mean to spoil things, but I'm really getting tired of the solution to a villain is killing the villain.
Oh, yeah.
And I found it to be really out of place in Up. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry. But it's just, that's my main issue.
Do they kill him?
He he falls off the balloon at the end, like the air balloon. I'm like...
He was like 150.
Yeah, but I'm just like, it didn't seem necessary, and it's just sloppy to me, because it's just like, the only solution you can have is like, somehow, like, it's the classic Disney way. It's always falling, because he never actually, of course, Tarzan. It got a little more tight, and like, it was still falling. It's always that scenario of the hero tries to save the villain at the last minute, but the villain is just so bent on being an asshole
he destroys
that
himself.
He ends up killing himself. But just, it's happened so many times, I feel it's so tacked on. So I always like, the equivalent would be like if like, the big squid guy at the end of Monsters like fell off the freaking conveyor belt or something.
Yeah.
Because they didn't actually like kill anyone in that.
Or like in Ratatouille, they make Ratatouille with that evil little chef.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
He falls. It's just like, I just don't, I like other solutions. It's harder to write. And that's the thing. It is definitely harder to write solutions for villains. Well,
maybe that was the most satisfying way to do it, though. Because otherwise it's like he becomes good. Like, what do you do with someone who's
what
do you do with someone who's
how come killing's always the solution?
It's not always.
Yeah. In Disney movies it is. Everyone dies in Disney movies. Okay. Name a villain who survived.
Jungle Book, Shere Khan just runs away with fire on his tail.
Yeah, and he probably had a great life after that.
He was all classy and British. He probably just went back to his fancy pad. And sulked.
What else was there? Like, the only other one is, like, supposedly Captain... Yeah, I guess Captain Hook's alright, because that was more cartoony. But then, like Gaston, like, I know he's a bit of a douche, but he was, there's always something unsettling about the end of Beauty and the Beast, because it's kind of like, the whole village, like, rises up, attacks his castle. Gaston, who's, like, the pride of the town, gets thrown off a friggin' castle. The town just got, like, owned. And now, like, Belle brings her dad out of town. They're all happy. But then you got this village that's, like, just
lost
like, this haunted house had drawers who killed our best men. And
yes,
we lost our leader type dude. And I don't know. And Belle has joined the cult. Like, it is a weird ending when you, like, think about, like, some kid who's standing in town and sees all those warriors return to village after the fight with the beast. And, like, Daddy, how'd it go? He's like, shut up, son. And then he's like, Daddy, I'll pull you up. Daddy, I'll pull you up a chair. He's like, no chair, no, burn everything. Like, this town's messed up.
A very Spartan village. That's awful. Yeah.
Like, get your shirt from the dresser. Ah!
Yeah, you'd be pretty shell shocked.
Like, how do you recover after that?
I honestly never thought about that because it was all dancing and singing.
Yeah, it's all be our guest. It's not like, I lost my father to a coat hanger, to a flying buttress. It was a weird movie.
Yeah.
Going back to Katie Cam.
Odd. Wow.
This is like the story after. Zombie Smile says Jafar survives. Ursula was...
all the way through he does.
Ursula was skewered. She didn't fall. Yeah, that's pretty true. Though she did
I don't think she was going to change her ways, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, Ursula was straight up, like, horrific.
Come on, that was good, though. That was such a good...
No, that feels like a classic kind of battle of, like... Basically, she was the Kraken, and this is, like, a classic kind of mythological fight at that point.
Like, that was a good hero finish. Oh, and Maleficent was a good villain finish. Sword in the...
Yeah, like these, I feel like when they do feel like more classic tales, it makes sense. But when it's more modern, I wish there's other solutions. But I don't freaking know.
Yeah, but like life isn't so simple, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like it's so easy to clean things up with a cliff.
Where'd that cliff come from? Venom.
Maleficent was hardcore, because Zombie says Maleficent I loved. Yes, because she had the power of hell on her hands.
No, when I went to Disney, when we went to Disney World, and she was like, "You will face me and all the powers of my imagination."
Yes. That was
hell, you can't say that in front of kids.
Yeah, because we saw the spectacular Disney Lights show where everyone beats the piss out of Mickey.
Basically, it's Mickey versus all the villains. We saw this at Disney.
And Maleficent was bringing up her famous line, and we're like, "Here it comes, yeah." But then she's like, "All the power of my imagination." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I guess it's good too." I'm like, is it a hellish imagination? It's like, no, it's sparkly.
Yeah. I don't know why they're all after Mickey.
Yeah, because he has the hat.
Oh yeah, that was a sweet hat.
Christo says she's the mistress of all evil after all. Zombie Smell says, "What? Then no, then bye." I say. I guess you're in reference to imagination.
Yeah, it was
There was children in the crowd. They don't need to know about hell yet.
Yeah. I don't need to know. Oh my gosh.
I think I just ruined something for Blue Genius. Thanks, Steven. I can't think of the ending of Beauty and the Beast the same ever again. What was once seen cannot be unseen.
Yeah, seriously.
I want you to draw that scene for me. Just pick one random villager and then show his story after. You know, the guy who got like a drawer in the face.
Put a contest to that.
Contest?
I gotta
show me.
Commissions.
All right, here's a quick contest. Show me the after story of one of the random villagers in Beauty and the Beast when they come home. It could be a single image. It could be a mini comic. I'd like to see how life goes on. Ooh, Mad Madam Mim.
Oh,
just ended up with a cold. See, that's classy. That's like silly.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not saying everyone has to have a cold. Like, it's not like, Ursula, stop, Sniffles. That comes from Daniel Luke. Yeah, Mad Madam Mim was an interesting one.
I liked her.
Side note, that was a great magic fight. Yeah, when he was a mouse and she was a dragon, that was creepy as a kid. But then he turned into a disease. This is messed up. That was great
because he just wouldn't cheat, even though she kept cheating.
He's a good character. He was probably one of the best versions of Merlin I can think of. Going back to an earlier, Daniel Luke says, what about LeFou? Oh, LeFou. He's a sidekick to no one.
Him?
Well, wait. He's a sidekick. Oh, yeah. Like, friggin', he sung the Gaston song.
Yeah.
Like, who's he going to sing that to anymore?
Can't sing the Gaston song.
He's just at the bar with, like, his friggin', was it pints or his goblet? Just like, no one sounds like Gaston, no.
Oh
my
sad.
God. Why did I say that?
That's really sad. Oh, you're oh.
That's just upsetting.
Yeah, poor LeFou.
I guess. I guess you can catch other huntsmen's ducks.
He just moves right on to, like, the second best guy.
He's a blondie this time. He moved on.
Yeah. Actually, probably.
Yeah, okay, I feel better now. Yeah. Huh. Let's not end this on a down note. Let's look for something funny.
Yeah.
Now you'll have to face me, O Prince, and all the powers of hell, from Chris the host. Creepy Corp says, technically Scar was, like, ripped to shreds by hyenas.
Oh, yeah, he was munched.
Well, at least his shadow was. We don't know what happened to him.
That's true. We didn't actually see it, Gene.
Maybe they're tickling him.
It could have been a puppet show.
I like to think so.
They're hyenas. They like to laugh.
Yeah, giggles. You heard him laugh, right? God, I loved her voice. Let's see. Master still says, artist question, Katie. And simple.
Sir.
Let's look at Katie's art while we're asking this question, because enough of me. I'm in my Captain Price beard. Artist question, Katie. In simpler doodles, is hair really the main way to differentiate girls? They seem harder to draw in simple form.
In simple doodles?
I guess, like, if you're doing, like a quick drawing of a female character, or, like, because, like, simple doodles, their posture is also a big part in what defines a male and a female character.
It's your posing, it's your silhouette, I mean, if you want to go for a very feminine character, I'm sure long hair helps, but, I mean, you also want to think of silhouette, shape, just kind of posing. I mean, obviously, there's so many different kinds of girls and so many different kinds of guys that it's... Unless you're just trying to go for something that reads quick, I'd say, go for, like, body shape, weight, like how they stand on the legs, where the hips tilt, and, hair definitely helps, but, lots of dudes got big hair, too. But, I don't know.
Christopher says, does anyone here agree with me that in American cartoon shows, not movies, that they seriously downgraded the aesthetic for them? Is that in reference to villains or female characters?
If it's to villains, I'm actually working on a show right now. It's called, it's like an animal adventure show called Wildcrats, and the broadcaster people want the villain episodes downplayed as much as possible, so it's like they don't really want the villains around too much, so I guess...
This is like Captain Planet? What are the villains doing? Are they like,
they're trying
we
to
will have
eat
the animal costumes? They're trying to eat the giraffe while they're like, the Kratz brothers are studying it. Like, they got a fork and knife, and like,
so,
and the Kratz brothers are like, there's a cliff.
But, I mean, I don't know. Good villains are just awesome. Like, especially when they think they're the hero. I just find that so interesting.
Well, that's the thing is, there's kind of two major camps in writing villains. Some of them are just like they're just written just to be an opposition at any point, just to be a
there's
dick.
There's the failed hero, and that character I find so, or the fallen hero, where it's just like they're still on that quest that they started, but it's like it's become so skewed.
Yeah, like that kind of. I figure that it's a little trickier to write, maybe, but it's like
I mean
really
the mwahaha bad guy is fun.
There's a place for them.
Great,
but it's like
it's not in. You can't really do a serious story, I guess. It's kind of like, it's like, I don't know, Tarzan, where like Clayton wanted the gorillas cool, but then he's all like, well, my boy, like now I was sending you in a cage. It was like he became so evil.
Yeah, well, there's no reason to be that
also in
mean.
Atlantis, it was like the guy was all, hey, I'm on your side. Then he's all evil smiles all the time, and it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, that's actually something I really want to rectify in like a certain story. Not like a particular story that exists or something I wanted to write, but it's like I always hated, especially Atlantis was one of the biggest examples of like when the guys you think are your guys then turn out to be bad guys.
But they're not just bad guys, they're like
their whole personality like, changes.
Evil eyebrows and smiles, and then they're the ones who are like hitting you in the stomach with the butt of the gun.
And it's like, why can't they just be the same person but be more like, oh, you don't agree? Like this is kind of what we've been doing all along.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You gotta go to jail.
We gotta lock you up. But geez, and all of a sudden it's like Adventure Time makes up for it in awesomeness.
It does.
Says Master Stealth. Christos, I just mean if you look at the 90s cartoons, we're a lot nicer looking than some of the stuff you've seen. Oh, that was in reference to an era. I just mean if you look at the 90s cartoons, we're a lot nicer looking than some of the stuff you see now. Look at, what's Phineas and Ferb? You know what that is?
Oh,
Phineas.
I haven't seen it. I think it's one of those.
Has a good premise and interesting characters, but the animation, it's really simple, says Chris the host. Adriana7 says, hey!
Adriana7? Is that Adriana?
Hey,
Adriana!
Titan AE is a perfect example of horrible character. There's too many things popping up.
People are excited.
Of horrible characters change from good to bad to good
again.
There
was a character in that who was a nice guy, and then he was all moo-ha-ha-ha, then he was, oh wait.
And he just snaps back to reality. There goes gravity.
I think it was like the mentor guy, like the Obi-Wan.
I don't even remember that movie.
I haven't seen that movie in
The
so
only
long.
scene I remember that movie is when they're like, the glass is cracking, let's fly into space.
Hold your breath. Oh, no. Breathe out. No, but that makes sense, because if you breathed in, I think your lungs would explode.
Yeah, but, you only
never mind that other movie we watched where the guy opened his mask and
you just kind of freeze because all your blood boils.
Hey, it's a cartoon.
It's for the kids. They don't need logic.
They don't need to know about science.
I'm like, the Beatles' Yellow Submarine had more logic than that movie.
Yeah, if you were on, like, drugs.
Wellsies. Yes, it is. And she says horrible storytelling. Zombie Smile. Oh, yeah, I remember. All these posts keep, like, jumping up.
People are excited about cartoons.
They call the planet Bob. I remember that, too.
Bob.
It was really well animated. Like, here's the thing. I liked Anastasia. I didn't care for the villain story. I thought it was actually pretty charming and interesting just what it was. It's just kind of like a lie. But the villain really just... You could edit that movie and cut out all the only scene that you'd have to tie together is how did the train tracks break, because the devil broke.
It's interesting because it's like, I talked to some animators and they're like, they hate all the other stuff. What they like are the villain stuff. But that's from a character point, like the villains are more well animated.
Yeah.
But from a story point, it's like this could have just kind of...
For his animation, and Christopher Lloyd was the voice, and great job. And like the mouth rolling down the beard and stuff was great. Like there's lots of good ideas behind it. But as far as a plot, the villain Anastasia wasn't necessary like at all. Because I think the conflict of just them lying and then her actually being Anastasia was interesting enough to push the story along. And like, the boat having a storm and stuff was like, you could just say it's
that could have just been a storm.
Weather, and then the train tracks could have just been like some crazy pyro.
They're
like
just really unlucky characters.
Yeah, it's just like a crazy road show. It's like friggin' I don't know, Harold and Kumar or something like that. Just Anastasia goes to White Castle.
Guantanamo or something. That's ridiculous.
It would have been, but that's the thing. Like, there's certain times I just feel like they were trying to fit a mold, and they're like, all right, let's. And even like so the songs were catchy, like Peril's "The Key to Your Heart" was kind of cool because then there's guys on airplanes. I'm like, all right, this is fun.
Women walking cheetahs.
And then he's like, no more pretend. She'll be gone. That's the end. And it goes. Dun, 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 dun. So it was interesting, and Titan AE had just as good animation, but I don't remember. Not enough songs. Like, he wasn't like, let's go into space, breathe the air out your face.
They just had more songs.
and a little more villains. Tiny E had like these weird blue things, right? That were kind of like electricity villains.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't they? It's all coming back to me now. Let's see if I can catch up. No. I think it's really... has to do with the style of the animation, says Creepy Porpoise, with to go with. There are plenty of simple cartoons back in the day.
Yeah.
Rocco's Modern Life, Doug, Hey Arnold. That's like the whole Nickelodeon lineup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doug was awesome. But I got to rewatch it again and see if it's still awesome. Chris, the host is true. Creepy Porpoise says, I don't really watch cartoons nowadays, but I'm sure that there are some good ones out there too. Yeah. Adventure Time, My Little Ponies, right? Master Stuff says, on a slightly similar note, it's like how animes add the 3D CG stuff to their shows instead of drawing it. I assume because it's easier, but I actually prefer drawings.
It's just, I guess it just comes to time though. It's just, you want to get your stuff out. You want to spend forever. Like, it's cheaper.
When it comes to mech shows... I fully support it because like robots are a pain in the ass to draw.
Yeah, it's like you watch
on model every time in a rotation.
Watch Evangelion and it's like some of the which was a robot show from the early 90s. 95?
Yeah, it may have well for us anyway.
And the original they're redoing it again on computer, but the originals were classical. And like I get it, computer like so much easier to do, and you can do great stuff with the computer. But something about like the original. Certain scenes they did where like the Ava would be turning into an animal.
Oh, like walking around and stuff
like that. Was great. Yeah. But I mean, you do what you gotta do to get your story told so that you can tell more stories too, I guess. But
I think the major issue with when anime started doing digital stuff and computer stuff, it was a lot more noticeable in the mid 90s, late 90s when something just was unsettling. Like they did a lot of like digital pans and stuff of the scenery, and it threw the frame rate and it just looked really weird.
Something with
they've since fixed that a lot, but like a lot of the newer like Pioneer stuff, like Tenchi and Tokyo, I think might have done it. And a lot of those like mech shows around that era was all like, anytime the camera panned, you'd be like, "What the hell just happened?" It was like stuttery. It was weird. As far as 3D like scenery, that's if it saves your construction design time, as long as you know how to integrate it.
I mean, the thing is, you're only going to get better by like trying it, and getting better at it. So put it in, get better at it, make the next one better. Like
some shows don't do it too well. Like I watched the anime for Gantz, which if you read the comic, it's pretty crazy. But the anime is just the computer is so distracting because the backgrounds just don't. Yeah, the characters don't look like they belong in it. Whereas Futurama does a really good integration because they do that kind of cell shade, and it just you love the design of the stupid ship like flying around in like the towns. Like they intercut it very nicely. I love that stupid ship. I gotta get the next two box sets of Futurama. I was waiting for Boxing Day. There's two of them out now. For like season 6 and 7 or something like that. Alright, Hermione's coming along pretty good.
Yeah, she's done. We're gonna start whipping through some books now.
That's a giant book.
Yeah, she's got books everywhere.
Let's catch up on some comments. We've got in this saying, it's just like the cartoon versions of Anna and the King where they throw in a bad guy with superpowers.
Oh, dang.
Did they do that for Showboat too when they brought that out in animation? It's like, Old Man River. I'm Old Man River. I was going to say,
just some creepy old dude jumps out of the water.
He's trying to sink the showboat and like, what's going on? Fight him, and they throw him off a cliff. We got Daniel Luke saying, I think it was because Rasputin was so internal in the true story. Seriously, the real person of Rasputin was a complete mental case.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would have been an interesting character that you can't ignore.
Just like this guy who's just all like mental talking to a bat. Hey, everybody. Oh, jeez. Time for jokes.
No, hey. He wasn't really like that.
Hey. Oh, no. I got a girlfriend at the end of the movie for no reason. It's funny. I hate the sidekicks.
That used to drive me so crazy. Yeah, sidekicks. Okay, let's talk about cute little animal characters and sidekicks.
There can be good ones.
Let's talk about when it's done well. Who's your favorite animal sidekick?
There's one that I was cautious of Pascal when I first saw it in Rapunzel. Mm-hmm. Here's a little thing that I've realized. Way back in university, I did this. I worked on this show, or it was like our graduation video. What it was?
Was that
it was the magical one? It was the magical one with the princess wandering around, and if you compare the story, you could say it's like Alice in Wonderland, or say it's like Wizard of Oz, and through doing so, I realized something very important about sidekicks, even if not especially if they don't talk. I call it the Toto syndrome. Yeah. Toto, little dog from Wizard of Oz. Right?
Yeah.
Toto is so important because if he wasn't there, then you have Dorothy walking around talking to herself or talking to nobody. And this is why sidekicks are crucial for these like solo adventure stories, because otherwise you got characters who are monologuing all the time, or they're internal thinking everything all the time, or they're just stating things out loud for no good reason.
Well, that's kind of like I was telling you this yesterday, was it the 90s Spider-Man cartoon?
Yeah.
And it's just like Peter Parker's just monologuing all the time. He won't shut up.
He won't shut the hell up.
And you don't know when he's got the mask on, even if he's still just talking out loud when he's walking around or what. But it's
is he thinking it, or is he just keep talking yammering?
It's non-stop all the time.
Oh, look at that! It's like, all right, shut up.
It does drive me crazy, but it's like otherwise it's... How do you get the story across, I guess? But, I mean...
Like, there's other ways around to do it, like, say, in the new Batman games. Batman always has Oracle in his ear. He'd be like, Oracle, I'm trying to get in through the door, but Joker's a douche. You know, he can say that. Yeah. Or else otherwise he'd be like, I'm trying to get in that door.
But it won't happen.
So, like, the sidekick has an important role, but the problem is when you give the sidekick too much personality...
No, personality's okay. It's, I guess,
I
got kind of tired of the showboating.
Comedy.
Like, kind of look at the camera all the time.
Like, when the sidekick's trying to steal the show... Like, Abu was awesome because he was just kind of jumping around doing things. But then, like, in later, stuff, they have him, like, trying to, like, be a main character. So he's jumping around the camera and, like, smirking and shit. I'm like, shut up.
Sounds like you just said he did that in the beginning, though. Like, that's what you liked.
No, I said, no, he was there because Landon could talk to him and he did stuff. But then later on, he was aware. Like, the problem was... He wasn't a genuine character. In the later sequels, Abu was too aware that he was a funny character. So everything he did felt a lot more intentional than just like, oh, Abu. You silly monkey. He's like, he'd do something, then look at the camera and be like, it's funny, I'm a monkey.
Anything? What do I gotta do for you people?
It's just like, that's the problem with sidekicks. So that being said, I actually really enjoyed Pascal and Rapunzel because it was actually pretty funny. Anytime you stick his tongue in what's his face's ear, I'm like,
yeah, it was cute. And that horse.
But the horse was phenomenal. Disney always has a pretty good history with horses, and once again,
yeah, actually, back to even Sleeping Beauty, like that horse was pretty funny. And it was
subtle,
but it was just like
they've got a great history with horses.
They're just the suffering, like long suffering, just like these stupid humans.
Well, like that's kind of like my whole point with why there's always like a little animal sidekick. But in the case of Anastasia, he was an irritating showboater. Where else, like, say, Pascal or something like that, they're a little more of just there to be talked to, and they'd be like, and then she'd be like, what do you mean? Like, just so, A, she doesn't look insane. Yeah. This girl who's been alone all her life.
No, but that's why I like that movie, too, because it's like, there'll be scenes where she's talking to him, and then the guy's...
Yeah, he's just, like, leans to the side, being like...
She is kind of a litlittle wacky, because she's been in this tower for so long alone.
Yeah. But that's more of, like, the world being aware, because no one really questioned, like, Dorothy talking to Toto.
Yeah.
Because, like, Scarecrow wasn't like, what? He's a dog.
She's a little girl. Scarecrow's gonna give her issues.
This walking, talking Scarecrow. Be like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Come on, Scarecrow. Come on, Toto. Why are you talking to the dog?
Why are you talking to the dog? It's creeping me out, Dorothy. I don't want to join you on this journey. You're mental.
Fucking dogs.
Let's just jump back in here. I think it was Rapunzel. I'm looking at Daniel Luke says, I think it was because Rasputin was so internal. Okay. Gene says that's why Rapunzel was given Pascal, although he didn't have to be a South American reptile in a European fairy tale.
Yeah.
Really? What could he have been then?
Well, a bunny. I don't know.
A bunny? What about Zazu?
Zazu?
It's a small world after all. Zazu, I don't count him as a sidekick. He's a fully formed character.
Yeah.
A sidekick is something that would just be there for the main villain or character to talk to so that they're not insane.
Yeah.
Sometimes they respond. Zazu was like, he was actually like a credible, fully like dude who was...
Yeah.
He wasn't really anyone's sidekick. Like, he hung out with, Simba and, the other side of a sidekick is they're kind of exclusive. They always, because like, the Bat didn't really like hang out with Anastasia. He's always with, Rasputin. Meanwhile, Zazu's kind of like jumping around singing at everyone. Like, he's yeah.
You're making me sound crazy.
That's kind of what he did, though, if you break it down.
Well, he was nagging most of the time.
Yeah. Let's jump back to
conscience.
Katie Cam. Voice of defiance.
Yeah. Well, no.
Well, everyone defied him.
Yeah.
He's the only logic.
Yeah.
He was a source of defiance. Okay. A lot of things go. I don't really watch cartoons. Animation was nice.
Yeah, I find like
beautiful
I
hand
just
drawn.
don't have time to watch cartoons much anymore.
By the way, do you have any mech animes to suggest? I guess movies would be more likely to have hand drawn scenes rather than CGI. I don't really follow too many mecha anime. Like, you have all your mainstream ones, like your Gundams and your... two solid ones to check out. Rasafon. Rasafon is crazy interesting. It's still hand-drawn.
It's got some good animation.
It's kind of like a very, in a way, spiritual successor to Evangelion, because you could probably like copy-paste a lot of the characters and scenarios, but still fun to watch. If you want to go back a little earlier, you can check out Duel, D-U-E-L, which is a really interesting dual dimension, it's two worlds.
Definitely a lighter one. It's a little more slapsticky, I think.
If you enjoy Tenchi and El Hazard, I guess. I'm going way back.
Oh man!
But Duel is kind of like one of the more recent in comparison to Tenchi. It's a very interesting mech story because it's basically this guy sees an alternate reality where there's robots going around the city, but they're not actually there. But then eventually he actually gets over to that other side of the world, and it's just this interesting alternate... Like, an event happened in the past that went two different paths. And
he can see the other world, but nobody else can see it, so he just kind of... thinks he's maybe a little nutty, but then eventually he's in that other reality. Yeah,
so those are two mech shows you might want to check out. Then there's like Voice of a Distant Star and all these other things. That one is definitely a lot more computer because like one guy or two people worked on it.
Yeah, it was like one creator almost.
Yeah, he was like
whole thing.
He's like an Apple.
It makes me feel like the Mac laziest person in the world.
G4, I think he's like a G4 Mac. And he made all the graphics himself, and then I don't know if I doubt he did all the voices himself because the main character is a schoolgirl. That would have been weird, but
just auto-tuned it.
Pretty hilarious CG in old Digimon episodes.
Oh god,
yeah, there is. Oh, has anyone seen Summer Wars? Yes.
Yep.
We watched Summer Wars.
Yep.
That was interesting.
I like that one.
And that's like a case of the graphic computer really working because it was like a computer world and stuff.
Yeah, they really played with just making I guess it was the internet or the interweb kind of.
Yeah, their version of the web.
Very unique and.
It was really. If you haven't checked out Summer Wars, check that out. It's actually really interesting. Let's see. Ustream kicked me out. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, we didn't boot you.
There's some pretty hilarious CG in old Digimon episodes, which sometimes I question if that was all like. I think like if you saw the Kirby series. You know, the Kirby animated series that was on Fox or something. I think they had a bunch of computer added for the American audience because, like, they redid King Dedede's mouth, I think, so it could, like, actually animate to the voice actor, which is strange.
Oh, no kidding.
Because everything was animation, but his mouth was computer, which is kind of weird. Oh, well. It's weird, like, Ustream, this chat keeps, like, popping upwards whenever something new happens. I don't know why. I thought Pascal was a chameleon, says Adriana. We changed his color, right? Max from Tangled was awesome. Best horse ever. True.
Love Max.
Chris, the host, my ice may be a little cold, but your crime has been put completely on hold.
Is this
what's this in reference to?
Sounds like a Batman riddle.
How did I change this together? Oh my gosh, the animated version of The King and I was horrible. My ice may be a little cold, but your crime has been put on hold. I wonder if I asked a question about that. Maybe.
Sounds like it's like a Riddler thing, and it's
what has... Oh my god. The best Riddler riddle, or at least one of my favorites, is... It's like, what weighs lighter than a feather, but is very dangerous? And like, Robin's like, a budgie with a shotgun! Yeah. I'm like, correct! I'm like, alright. Of course. The Batman movie is incredible. It's got some of the best moments of life.
I love Adam West Batman. So good.
Pascal, damn, that's smiley. Yeah, Summer Wars was excellent. Oh crap, nearly 3 a.m. I must go. Alright, see you around, Zombie Smiles. We'll be wrapping up soon.
Night, Makiko.
We'll be wrapping up here.
Thanks for tuning in.
Master Stealth says, yes. Damn, this chat keeps popping. Yes, they eventually swapped the whole snail with CG. Yeah, they do a lot of weird things, and when they bring stuff over. Back to the Kirby thing we're talking about. Chris though says, Tiger and Bunny reference, lol. Tiger and Bunny. Everyone's talking about that. That's one of the new shows that... I think that's the superhero show where all the superheroes are endorsed. Kind of like Mystery Men in a weird way.
Oh,
but it's like...
Where he's like the superheroes, all the Pepsi ads on.
Yeah, basically. Kind of like the beginning of Mystery Men, so there you go. I have to check that out at some point. Zombie Smile says, it was great watching. I hope I'll catch another season another time. Session?
Yeah, well, usually Wednesdays around...
Wednesdays around 7, 8 Eastern. 7:30 Eastern.
Yeah, because we say 7, but...
Yeah, but if we say 7:30, that means it's going to be 8.
Okay.
So 7/7:30 Eastern, Canada. Toronto, Ontario time. Let's jump back to see what Katie's up to.
Almost finished this pillar.
I'll check a few tweets while that's happening.
Sure.
What about Zazu? Let's see. We got Blue Genius saying, he, according to the definition, Frollo's sidekick and hunchback was God. He sang, talked, and rabbled to God about his evil plans. Very astute observation. Wow. Wow.
And then at the end, like God's like, wink.
And God gets a girlfriend at the end, and it's like a pink version of God. That's basically how it would work in 90s animation movies. And it says, what about Ghost in the Shell? I must admit, I have not watched it yet. It's on my list of things to watch.
Yeah, I don't know who her sidekick is.
Wait, who her sidekick is? Isn't it
No, she means
Bateau?
robots. About robot animation. You know what?
Wait, no, the little robot, the Kichigomas. They're like sidekicks.
I find that weird because
but they're just comedic.
Ghost in the Shell is one of those animes that people recommend that if you don't know if you like anime, watch Ghost in the Shell.
It's the closest thing to like a big budget American movie.
We've been like watching so many series and we've never watched
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell yet.
Like I watched Akira rather late and I haven't touched Ghost in the Shell yet.
I went back to Akira, I rented it and was still a tiny bit confused, but I mean the animation's beautiful. So
yeah.
I enjoy it for that.
The guy, I forget his name, he does a series online called Everything's a Remix, and one of the recent videos he released was The Matrix, how everything's remixed, and it basically shows clips of The Matrix and how many things influenced it. A lot of The Killer, that film, a lot of martial arts films with like Drunken Master and stuff, and then there's a bunch of sequences of Ghost in the Shell, like all these bullets hitting the water and it going in like a row.
Yeah, there's
and
some great animation.
It was interesting to see how influenced the Wachowskis were by Ghost in the Shell, because they kept saying like Matrix is also heavy on anime martial arts influence.
Yep.
And I still haven't watched it yet. You know, it's just one of those things. Like I want to get a Blu-ray at some point, just be like, there, I watched it.
Done. I think I have Ghost in the Shell downstairs.
Oh, interesting. I've read it. Way back when I read Ghost in the Shell, I played the PlayStation 1 game.
Is it Ghost in the Shell where it's pretty much they have this chapter like explaining how they make cyborgs?
There's a whole what's his name again?
Matt. You can Google it. I think I might have some of his books here.
Masume.
I will grab it.
He is. I don't know if the term is anal about like mech design.
He's a master.
He shows you how to like build.
Masamune
Shiro. There's a whole chapter all about like, oh hey, so how do you make an android? And they show you page by page, like, now you gotta use the solvents. Oh, here's Orion. This is one of the first books we got from this guy.
He's got so much detail. Or him and his team, I guess, because actually,
Yeah.
I never thought about it. Like, I'd only see the one name, but I guess these guys have...
He has to have assistants, too, to do all this. Orion is a very bizarre... I don't even remember what it's about.
It's funny. It's only looking at Urasawa's comics now, Monster and 20th Century Boy and all that I finally discovered that manga artists work as a leader and then they have a team of assistants. I used to think it was just one guy because that was the name you'd see on the cover, and I was just like, how are these guys so much faster and
making such crazy things in such short time?
So like, it's insane to me. And then it's like when you think, well, it is still insane, but they're pretty much little small production houses or little small studios that it's like, oh, okay, that they're not complete.
They're not doing the whole thing by themselves.
I mean, they're comic gods, but like, yeah.
Yeah, they have.
It's what I thought as a kid, because I was just like, I can't draw this fast.
It's just too much work. I just mean like there's too much. And the time it's done, there's just backgrounds and characters, and this is why a lot of artists often in certain places like you could actually buy like packs of backgrounds in Japan, like for your work, like so you don't have to draw the schoolyard, you don't have to draw the roof, you don't have to draw. You'd buy like the background pack and just like paste it in. And then add your characters to it. Mm-hmm. You'll also see it in certain manga, like it's definitely like a photocopied photo.
Yeah.
Based on the technology at the time, you know, like if they had computers and stuff, it'd be a lot easier. But it's like this really messy black and white reproduction of just down the street of the artist.
Yeah.
What else we got going on in the chat? Tiger Bunny reference, great. Good night. Back, Katie. Do you have? This comes from Adriana. Do you have a pencil sketch underneath? Or are you inking with no reference right now?
No.
That would be incredible.
That would be amazing. No,
I just go straight for the final, you know?
Yeah, I just kind of go I wish I was at that level. Maybe when I'm 80. Right now, I did the pencil sketch digitally, so if you look really closely on the left there, you can kind of see the ghosts of little books.
You won't see it on the stream.
Where?
Well,
here? here. Oh, okay.
So this is what it actually looks like.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, my hand is gigantic. Yeah, in this corner here, you can kind of see the ghosts of. Well, you can't see it, but there's a very faint red pencil layer underneath, which is when I did it digitally on the Cintiq and then printed it out in light pink, and then I draw on top of it. And I do that so that I can hide all the pencils, and I feel like it kind of gives it my own little signature look that there's pink underneath. You know, most artists use blue and pencil and graphite.
Yeah.
I just like using red for whatever reason.
Current time is 9:06 local Toronto Eastern time. Not raining
I feel like
tonight.
we can keep going till I should be done.
No, I got nothing better to do.
I should be done in like 15
I could be
minutes.
playing Assassin's Creed, but that's about it. That's like my only schedule right now.
I was having fun with the cartoon topics.
Oh yeah, no, I get very passionate over this. I don't know why. I feel like I'm directly offended.
You're doing it just
They're going out of their way just to
your
piss me
goat.
off. I can't see the sketch through the webcam. Yeah, our webcam sucks. Actually, it looks fine here. It's just Ustream really compresses it, so take what you can from it.
Well, how do the inks look though? Are the inks even turning out?
Yeah, no, you can see it. The ink's more so than anything else.
Yeah, the sketches are so light. They're barely supposed to be seen when you look at it in person, so they won't really show up on this webcam.
Let's jump back to Kitty Cam.
Okay, I got a couple more to go on this side, and then I have a bit more on this side, and then this one's done. And then I've got like 18 more to go.
18 more?
They're about.
Oh, that's not too bad, though.
No, we're doing good.
This is for the 75s or the 100s?
I'm not sure. It depends. I will take a look. Either way, everybody's getting inked.
18 isn't so bad, says Creepy Porpoise.
No, it's pretty good. But I want to try and get them all done before December 1st. So.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to address on the Silly Kingdom front of things. Reprinting. We're just kind of locking down who our new printer is going to be.
Yep. Hopefully they're good to us, and then we can keep going back to them.
We have to go through the proof.
We'd like to keep work local, if possible. You know, we want to support local Toronto publishing houses. We just need to be able to afford them.
Yeah, they just got to be able to work with us too, basically.
You know, and when we have problems, not kind of
shrug them off.
Yeah, because this book means a lot to us, and if someone doesn't really care too much, it kind of hurts us a little bit. But we'll see how it goes.
We got Creepy Porpoise. You guys tried contacting what's this? Have you guys tried contacting Transcontinental?
That sounds familiar.
Is that for printing or is that for something else?
I think it's printing. I think I googled
guess
this
not.
one.
I don't know. Any news on the $40 donation perks? What were those again? Let's double check.
Well, the buttons are done.
Oh yeah, let's.
They were here, but they were around on the other table.
Well, that's a 30 though. 30 was buttons, right? What was 40? Was 40 name in the book?
And
I am so confused now.
Basically, I'm still sketching up the. I've got a friend who's going to help me color the print that I'm making, but I still have to draw it because it's just. I'm not really happy with the sketches I've been doing because I want something nice that, it's not just here's a doodle. It's like here's a nice illustration. So this week, now that I finally have a little bit of a lull from storyboards, it's like commission and print week. So they are on their way, but we'll be sending everything out in one big package.
Yeah, you'll get it all at once. So I guess if you're 30, you're going to get the buttons, which, we had those done quite a while ago.
Those were done way long ago.
Yeah, because, all the 15 people, they've been taken care of. That was kind of with the first run of the books. We just want to get the second run going before we start shipping to the 20s. If you haven't got the email, be sure to check your inboxes. The main email you want to contact us with anything Silly Kingdom related, sillykingdomcomic@gmail.com. Make sure you get those because we do send out giant emails once in a while, and we do get some people either missing them or they're bouncing back. So make sure that's your main contact too. There's also Katie's inbox is crazy full on that one. I'm just how come no one's asking questions to the official email?
Yeah, I am sorry if you've emailed me in the last little while. Usually the first emails I check in the day are just work-related storyboard emails, and then any kind of work stuff. And I'm always super happy and grateful for just kind letters and everything, but it takes me a while to get back to them. Just
being said.
No, but it just I'm taking a break from storyboard work right now to do a drawing in a live stream, so it's I just don't tend to.
You have a better chance of getting your questions answered if you send them to the Silly Kingdom Comic at gmail.com,
Because they go to this guy, and he's
because I got no emails to answer. Look at me, just hanging out. Let's go on Xbox Live. Let's
be
chat.
like, hey Shaggy, stop playing.
Where's my
Gears.
book? I'm like,
Send him the emails. Where my book at?
Adriana says they're pretty good. Only reason why I haven't used them is because their minimum printing bulk is 200.
Oh, okay.
Where are they located? Are they nearby? Book printing company. Creeper says, I don't mean to sound pushy. I just want to know if I should keep my eye anytime soon. Keep up the good work.
Should be soon. Yeah, I will. As they come out, I'll definitely be posting on the Indiegogo and the blog just to show you guys process. But just, the doodles I've done on those just haven't really made me happy yet. It's hard. Like, I'm used to sequential stuff, so it's like when you have to draw when you have to focus on one drawing. One moment in time. Well, even the front cover, that was kind of just a lucky stab.
Oh, that was over here.
Yeah, under the.
Well, people know what it looks like, but we can show you again anyway.
Yeah. And I mean, Jason Gaffoe made those colors just sing too, so that was really great. But yeah, just coming up with something else that works really good for me. That's going to be what I'm up to this week.
Hang on, I'll find out. And the creepy porpoise flew off into the sunset on her rainbow.
Yep.
On a rainbow-producing whale.
I like this legend.
Unfortunately, Adriana's thing says URL removed. I guess they don't let us post URLs on the chat. So just send Katie a link to that if you on our Facebook or whichever. And we'll definitely check into that because other printing sources are all appreciated.
Oh man, okay. Down to the final book stack.
Let's take a look at this. Final book stack.
The final
the show's wrapping up soon because the drawing is almost done. Or the inking, sorry.
Yeah.
One of the questions actually came from Innes saying, are you going to put any words in the big book Hermione's reading?
Yeah, I'm going to, not words, but I'm going to put little markings.
Blah, blah, blah. Knowledge.
I know. I probably won't do it with ink, because if I do it with ink, it's going to stand out. But in the digital version, I'll put light words, because this one is, I believe, going to be colored. Otherwise, I'll just do it in light pencil.
Adriana says, ooh, pretty.
Thank you.
The creepy porpoise rides another aquatic mammal, says Master Stealth.
That's what makes it so creepy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know why. Every time a new post shows up in the chat, the whole chat jumps up to some like previous post. I don't know why. This is just dumb bum.
It is dumb bum.
Adriana says, Shaggy, my voice doesn't sound quite that deep when I say ooh pretty. That's a good drawing, Katie. Hey, Raymond. Do you use a tack pen, Katie? Adriana.
The Adriana my brother is poking fun at is, of course, my usual table buddy at Comic-Con's Adriana Blake, who does a very sweet webcomic called Fall On Me, which y'all should check out. I think it's fallonme.com.
Fallonme.com for my comic.
Just, Google Adriana Blake, and they're very, very sweet. And she doesn't sound like that.
I'll welcome you at the next convention.
Oh my god.
Going back, we got Crystal saying yes, the creepy porpoise does ride on another aquatic animal.
That's creepy.
It kind of like wobbles a little, I don't know.
He kind of just stares at the lead one.
Not to be confused with seahorses. Whales are like the horses of the sea, not to be confused with seahorses.
Well, I mean...
Crystal says you're making her sound like the next Hulk. We shall see. Man, here's one thing that really brings my tea to a boil.
Oh,
I'm watching the trailer for the Avengers. You know, it's all great.
Are you serious the new Hulk talks like that?
No. But it's like, speaking of Hulk, but like Iron Man steals the show. The whole trailer's all his quips.
As should.
But the one line that Bruce Banner, Hulk, says, for some reason the audio is distorted. Because, let's see, Iron Man, he's like, oh yeah, I love how you turned into a green monster. He goes, thanks. But it's more like, thanks. Like, it peaks. And I don't know why. I'm like, why did they and it drives me mad. Like, the commercial has peaking audio that distorts. I'm like, the audio in me just, It's weird. Watch it again and you'll see what I'm talking about.
It's crazy.
Last line of the whole
That's
trailer.
just QC mixes. It's so awful when that happens.
Yeah, last line of the whole trailer is, thanks! I'm like, okay.
Someone just pops it in your ear.
It's just weird.
Does it have Thor?
Oh yeah, it does. But he didn't say anything in the trailer. No, wait, I think he said one thing. He went,
And is he shirtless and wearing jeans?
No, he was quite shirtful.
Well, I'm not going to see that.
Adriana says, makes me think of Dr. Girlfriend. Oh, Monarch! You and the little ones. I haven't seen some episodes recently. Isn't that Depeche Mode? Katie, I sent you a DM on Twitter with the link to Transcontinental.
The way you started talking, I thought I was in trouble. It's like, I sent you, and you never responded. Well, just the way you read it. I sent you.
Jumping back to the books.
Okay, gotta get faster. You guys
faster
gotta,
books. Things are wrapping up. If you have any questions, comments, or witty anecdotes, or if you wish to contribute to the legend of the creepy porpoise, now is your time. Because time is running out as Hermione's studying is coming to an end. She can only read so many books. She sometimes has to go and make her parents forget she exists.
Oh, that broke my heart.
Right after this novelette. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Dad. I always find that weird, though, because then the parents are like, why do we have all these photos with our composition is horrible, where there's this empty space in between us?
And then she's like, Harold, I want a divorce.
We have this graduation photo with the laser background.
Yeah.
And no child.
That's actually really funny, like the fake bookshelves.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, at least, the least Hermione could have done was replace the photos with, like, the photos that came with the, the frame, like, the fake family.
Like, they just moved in.
Because otherwise the parents are like, why do we have all these horrible photos? Like, couldn't she have, like, photoshopped them tighter? Like, I know it was, like, a metaphor for making them forget. It was, like, the visualization, but it's just, like, damn.
I guess because yeah.
Like, the home videos must have been really awkward, where you're like, hey, what'd you find, her? And it's like nothing.
A birthday cake just sitting there.
There's all these kids at the table, and there's no one at the end.
Oh,
and the cake's like making a mess of itself.
This is breaking my heart.
And the parents are like, we live with like a friggin' ghost or something. Friggin' paranormal activity. But you know, the movie wasn't that detailed that they had to address that. It's like 24. You never see Jack Bauer like in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's a whole day, but he never has to go.
Yeah, or like most movies. Though apparently in the new Zelda, you can use the washroom.
No.
Yeah.
But you walk into an outhouse and there's a flushing sound.
Oh.
You don't just...
You knew that.
Like,
I was hoping.
No, I guess, because I'm like, they don't have like just like hunker
like
down.
Get up. Why are we recording this?
The sound is like so perfect.
Skyward Sword. It's just the trailer. Oh, delightful. Oh, mercy.
Shoot.
We're in that point where we stop being mature and talking about things seriously.
Oh man. Stuff never gets old.
I have contributed via a tweet, says Master Stealth.
Hello, Master Stealth.
Oh wait, we got a dun dun dun. Let's go back a second. Deep voice, you guys are awesome. Dr. Girlfriend, Katie sent you a DM, lol, da da da. I have contributed via a tweet, says Master Stealth. Okay. Man, I wish I had that many books. From Adriana, I still dream of that library Belle got. Oh, don't take us back to Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
We just got out of that mess. LeFou, you poor bastard. You'll carry on, man. Carry on.
You'll
my
find
wayward
some
son.
Huntsman.
Assuming the social stream tab tweets do the specific channel or something, I have no idea. Because the social stream is... I think the social stream... Let's look at the social stream. Check in chat. I have no idea what the social stream is. Because I think... Like, it's... We got posts from 41 days ago on the social stream.
I feel like we should give our audience more homework. Figure out what the social stream
If you know what the social stream means on Ustream... Because it has this big green button that says check in and chat, but I'm already in the chat. And the social stream doesn't update.
No.
Or maybe it does. Let's try this. Let's try this. It says you totally rock. Thanks. Really made my day. And that's from 20 days ago.
We really made that day.
We made his day 20 days before this day. Good to know. It says he sits there. Oh, here we go. Social stream. Creepy Porpoise says he sits on the weird toilet thing, still wearing his pants, and then jumps up again, I think. Yeah, he does.
What? He actually sits on a toilet?
Yeah, you can. Link Kent's on a toilet. I wonder what book series about Hermione might be like. Boring. Because it'd be a book about her reading a book. Like, think about it.
Everything she's reading.
Hermione's spare time. If you made a series about that, in between all the excitement, what would it be about?
Reading.
There you go. It's like this weird meta book.
So it'd be good to be her, but if you're just reading her reading, then it's like...
Basically, if you want to roleplay, you just buy those, like, Beetle the Bard books, Bard, that you can get. Like, they have all these other Harry Potter books that are like, Harry's wizard school book about monsters. And you're like, ooh, this is what he was studying. And it says his name on it, because this is his copy.
Oh, cute. It's got, like, 5 billion copies.
Yeah, he's got a lot. So you could be like Hermione, who, like, snuck his copy out. And you're just like, ooh. And John says, oh, no, and then lol. I think it's going back to Beauty and the Beast. Okay. Christos says, first you gave me a story to write, now I have to figure out what the social stream is like. Sheesh, the fan base is supposed to be overwhelmed, over demanding, not you guys. Yeah, well, we run a different kind of show.
Give us an inch.
We'll swim all over you.
Be like the creepy porpoise.
Take a look. Oh no, I have an ad beginning in 6 minutes.
Oh dang, I better hurry. We don't want the ad to...
Well, no, it's not for everyone, it's for me.
Oh.
Really? Well, because everyone's ad shows up whenever they start watching, relatively. Relatively. The time is... I'm surprised you guys are still hanging out with us, because, like...
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Don't you guys have, like, Assassin's Creed to play? Or Saints Row the Third, or Halo Anniversary, or Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, or Battlefield 3.
I think it's awesome. Thank you all so much for hanging out while we doodle and ramble.
Ramble and doodle. Ramble. What we got? Matt still says, Skyrim is what is rampaging across my Steam list. Yeah, Skyrim is an investment of life.
That one looks beautiful.
You gotta look up, IGN just posts Skyrim glitches, and they are amazing. Yeah. The flying horse one is amazing. Like, there's some amazing glitches in Red Dead Redemption with, like, the donkey lady and stuff like that.
What? Explain the donkey.
The amazing donkey lady is basically this woman who is a donkey. Like, instead of a donkey model, it's like a lady instead. You jump on her shoulders, and then she runs across, and she goes,
Weird.
It's basically just these weird glitches. And even the creepiest, though, was the Cougar Man. Because he is, like, on his knees, and he's, like, sliding around the countryside attacking you.
Okay, that's really creepy.
It is terrifying. Look up Red Dead Redemption glitches, and there's some funny, freaky things. The best was the dog sheriff, who's, like, this floating dog with a gun. And he, like, follows you on a mission.
Oh, dang.
I'm like, oh my god. I love this game. But Skyrim has some great stuff. Like, what happens when a guard fights a giant is awesome.
Those giants are huge.
Yeah. It's... My problem with those games is they're too big. Like, I like finishing games when I start them. And I have not finished Fallout 3 yet. It is just too big. I haven't seen, like... I've only seen, like, a quarter of the whole world in that game. And that's just the first disc. There's no expansions yet.
Oh, wow.
Ugh. So, like, Skyrim, I can't. As much as I want to dual fist magic and meet a dragon, I can't. It's just duh. What we got coming up here? Creepy Porpoise, this show is a great thing to sit and listen to while I work on graphic design homework.
Hey!
Thanks for doing them every week.
We try.
Week. Yeah, we'll be better. Did you guys watch the Brave trailer yet? Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah.
Says Adriana. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we did.
Oh, yeah.
She has red hair.
Yeah.
And it's so fluffy.
It's so cute.
Katie's point on that was it's interesting that they all actually speak with Scottish accents.
Yeah.
Where most movies will, like, make the elders only speak with the accents and the main characters be young American children.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, let's fight the bear.
Oh,
You're not ready. Come on, bro.
Is that his dad? Or?
I don't know. Not ready to beat the bear, son. Come on.
That kid's annoying.
He's the whole boy. But he's also a pop singer, so he sings the ending credit song or something. Or it's like
the Woes.
Maybe.
That was more a 90s thing.
No, they do it now where it's like, you know, friggin' going back to Réponse or Tangled. It's like she sang the songs, didn't she? What's her face?
Mandy Moore?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I like her voice.
Yeah, it's pretty.
She did good.
I think we're close to being done.
Like in How to Train Your Dragon. Yep, all the main characters are like these American kids. This is
all of them. All the kids don't have accents.
This brings up a really interesting point. The latest Miyazaki film, not The Borrowers, it's called
It's Arietti.
Arietti? It was already released in England. So it already has a full British cast, but they're re-releasing it under Disney with a full American cast. And I'm wondering which would I rather watch? You know, would I want to see like, oh look at these little people down there, or like, hey, look at these little people down there?
I feel like I'd like to go the British version, but then it's like maybe it's because we're Canadian, we're like all part of that.
But I think it's part of like the
Commonwealth row.
The storytelling where it's all like, oh look at these little folks with little houses and a mouse, and it's like, holy smokes, dude!
The kid's like, oh dude, it's a shredded person.
Rockin'! There's a tiny folk.
Which I find, like, I guess, odd, because I guess it's when a movie's made, it's like, I thought Disney maybe had an agreement with Ghibli that they would be the ones that... But then it's like, what, you do the English ones, so you're in charge of every English-speaking
That's what I'm curious,
language,
like,
or just North America?
But that was also, like, the case with, there's this, was it called Dougal or something like that? It was a 3D movie, and it was already done, like, a whole British cast, but they redid the whole thing with an American cast and renamed the movie.
Well, that was,
And, like, Kevin Smith was, like, a character for some reason.
And, like, Thunderbirds, that old puppet show.
Yeah.
It was originally British, and then it was, like, kids
International
don't understand.
Rescue. These bleeding accents are confusing them!
I know. And then it's like, you know, there's that one guy who's like, just let me get my hands on Harry Potter to translate that. No, wait, why is he British? Some guy who's just like, I don't get the accents in Harry Potter.
Yeah. What's this Philosopher's Stone?
But that guy's British.
Why is he... No, he's gotta be English, shoot. American.
Why can't we fake the English accent?
No,
or the American.
North
American.
Oh, no. Hey! Hey!
I can't do my own accent.
What's up with this Philosopher's Stone? We gotta rename this.
What's a philosopher? That's a ball ring.
Let's call it the Sorcerer's Stone. Damn it, I can't do our own accent.
Every time you try and do one, it becomes British.
I don't know why. I can't.
Or bad British.
Sorry
to our British.
So, I guess the question comes down. But it's interesting because if you had both copies of this Borrowers movie, you could like watch it twice and get a different experience out of it. And it was like
But then I'm like, why doesn't the one DVD have all the options?
Well, that's the weird thing. Like we watched Princess Mononoke and it has French, English, Japanese. I don't know if it has any more.
And the Queen's English.
It might just be the Canadian like things. But I found like I wish I could pick and choose the voices because like I like the voice of the giant pig in the English one.
Yeah.
But I like Mononoke's voice better in the Japanese. But I like the wolf better in the French. And it's like, man, if I could just like combo it and pick like who's my favorite voice, that would have been great. Because the wolf god had a great voice in the French dub. Moro. Yeah. Looks like we're wrapping up with Katie's work. Let's double check down on the thing.
We're just about done. I'm just putting final touches on it. I'm just gonna.
Daniel Luke says Commonwealth high five.
High five, Commonwealth.
Actually, if Daniel, have you checked out that Annette thing? Was it in theaters or is it like? Because I think when I was in San Francisco, they had DVDs, but it was like British DVDs. I don't know if I could have watched it.
Could have.
Don't know if I could have, but I'd like to. They were playing it there.
Oh, right, because it's like a special, different kind of DVD.
Yeah, probably like region something else. Even Rescuers Down Under, that kid had an American accent. I know, weird, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Instead of Australian. He's like, Cody!
Wait,
whoa, Cody! What are y'all doing out there?
That's terrible.
You gotta come in and get a badger. And he's like, okay, mom, bro, dude. There's a rat. And he's talking. Mother. What are you doing talking to the rat, son? Boy. The poacher's coming.
I don't think anyone was French in Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No one at all, except for maybe not even the jester dude who's all like, here in the kingdom of Notre Dame. Belle wasn't?
No.
The
only French people were like the stereotypical French people, but I'm like, we're in France.
Well, yeah, like this is like Beauty and the Beast episode. Jeez, going back to Beauty and the Beast, like the only French people were the ones singing Bonjour. Like that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she goes Bonjour.
Like if the Beast was French, he would be like, Excusez-moi. You know, like that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
Belle. Excusez. No, Putin.
Yeah, we only took French up to grade 9, and then we became suckers.
That's yourselves call me out. Okay, mom, bro, dude. That's asking for a beatdown. Okay, mom, bro, dude. I don't know.
I'm crying.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Lemire. Adriana says Lemire.
Yeah.
And the random villagers.
And like 5 guys in the village.
5 guys in the village are actually friends. Oh, man, I'm crying too. I'm dumb.
Gosh.
I'm writing that down. Just in case.
Mom, bro, dude.
Alright, how we doing here?
Good. I think I'm just gonna sign it and then.
Alright,
we're
it's
done.
9:31. This has been quite a time-filling episode.
Thanks for sticking around through all the technical
cheers
difficulties
and the tears.
and the non-beers.
Non-beers. To recap, we had some Shirley Temples.
They were good.
They're delightful. You can make some yourself. Get some
Grenadine.
grenadine. A little grenadine here. And your choice of some bubbly water, or preferably like, ginger ale or 7-Up works just as well. Woo! We talked about movie trailers, talked about stuff, and Katie seems to have finished a Hermione drawing for... Let's just go to the other cam.
But this camera's like...
Better. It was closer. There we
Too
go.
close.
No, it isn't.
Which
Hermione.
camera am I looking at?
That one.
Oh, yeah?
Let's look at that screen.
Oh, that one's fine?
There she is, reading her books.
Reading books.
Piles of books.
There's some details.
We'll
on
be
the
shipping this
hair.
out to
I think
person.
Yes, to person who graciously donated to our Silly Kingdom project, which is
Silly Kingdom.
on its way.
Let's just do the episode wrap up. So for any and more information on Silly Kingdom, go to sillykingdom-comic.blogspot.com.
Yes.
If you search Silly Kingdom on Google, it'll probably bring up like, the Indiegogo and stuff first, but it'll be there too.
Mm-hmm.
If you want emails, you want to email questions, don't send them to the Katie Shy email, whichever you posted out there.
Yep.
Send them over to sillykingdomcomic@gmail.com.
All one word.
That's all one
Then
word.
@gmail.com.
You'll have a better chance of getting a response because I'll probably be like playing Assassin's Creed and be like, ooh, email.
Yeah.
And then I'll choose
Send him
which
some
to answer
emails.
first. If you want to get a copy of the printed copy of Silly Kingdom, there is no official sign up for it, but if you send us an email, we'll put you on a pre-order list of some sort.
We'll start putting a list together just so we can order the books. Because a couple people have asked to just for us to email them.
Just
when
keep
the
them
book's
posted.
Out, so
We'll do that.
We'll do that for sure.
Let me think. Movember's going on it's going on all up in here.
Oh yeah.
Movember, it's halfway done. Team Molten Lava, my team. You can also just search Shaggy Shan on the Movember, probably the Canadian site, or just type Shaggy Shan and Movember in Google. Otherwise, go to uberfriendship.com and all the information is there on one of my recent posts. You can also check out Shaggy Reads section, and it'll have the most latest clip I've done, recording of the prologue of the Gears of War, not Asphalt of Fields, Aspho, A-S-P-H-O Fields, by Karen something or other. We'll do the chapters of this if you guys donate. If donations accumulate to $25, so you can just give 5, your buddy gives 5, and then the rest of you do the math, and then new chapter, and then that happens. It's good, goes to a good cause. You get more entertainment. Let me think, what else? That's that update. I think that's about everything.
That's about it. I'm just working on commissions.
All right, we'll keep you posted on supposed makeup episode because we missed 2 weeks last week.
Yeah, that'd be good. So probably
Maybe Sunday.
a Sunday, maybe this Sunday. We will tweet about it. So just
Stay on Katie's Twitter at Katie Shy. If you want to see what I'm up to, check out at Shaggy Shan on the Twitter. Everything. Basically, everything's on our Twitters or our individual sites.
which you can find off our Twitters.
Yeah, it's
It's
weird because there's no central
connected.
hub.
Yeah. Well,
Uberfriendship.com for me.
KatieShy.com for me.
Yeah.
KTSHY.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, that works. And then sillykingdom-comics.blogspot.com. If you want to send us fan art, we're posting it up.
Let's do that quickly.
We've been getting some awesome fan art. And,
fan art is
super
appreciated,
excited about
and we might do something with it.
Yeah.
Don't know what.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just saying.
We'll see.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe you want to send fan art. Let's do last minute quick comments if anything's left. Oh yeah, Shaggy, nice mo. Thank you, Adriana. Anything here? We got Blue Genius saying, Zen, go ahead and stab it.
Go ahead and stab.
When he yells at her.
Thank you. I just got the terrible French accent. If she doesn't eat poutine with me, then she doesn't eat at all. Stop broadcast.